got Chase Mail.
Hey everybody, this is Chase Mail, and this is the end scrolling credits, read by oocuddles_666. Enjoy, like, and subscribe.
Awarded all trophies. I earned that.
The player, you mean. Cuddle666? Question mark?
You mean... Oh wow, so this is the end.
Yes, take care. It has reached a higher level now. It can read our thoughts. What up, the... Doesn't matter, it thinks we are part of the game.
I like this player. It played well. It did not give up.
It did not give up. Yeah.
No, he didn't. All those hours, you jerk. Freaking put us through all those hours.
As if there were words on screen.
Kind of a unique ending.
That's how it chooses to imagine many things, when it is deep in the dream of a game.
Mm-hmm.
Words make a wonderful interface, very flexible, and less terrifying than staring in the reality behind the screen. They used to hear voices before players could read, back in the days when those who did not play called the players witches and warlocks, and players dreamed that they flew through the air on sticks powered by demons. What did this player dream? This player dreamed of sunlight and trees, of fire and water. It dreamed it created, and dreamed it destroyed. It dreamed it hunted, and it was hunted. It dreamed of a shelter. The original interface, a million years old, and still works. What true structure did this player create in the reality behind the screen? It worked with a million others to sculpt a true world in the fold of You see. I cannot read that thought.
What, the ass symbol?
No, it has not yet achieved the highest level. That was achieving the long dream of life, not the short dream of a game.
This game was pretty long.
Yeah. Does it know that we love it? That the universe is kind? Sometimes, through the noise of its thoughts, it hears the universe. Yes. But there are times it is sad. In a long dream it creates worlds that have no summer. It shivers under a black sun, and it takes its sad creation for reality. To cure it of sorrow would destroy it. The sorrow is part of its own private task. We cannot interfere. Sometimes when they are deep in dreams, I want to tell them they are building true worlds in their reality. Sometimes I want to tell them of their importance in the universe. Sometimes when they have not made a true connection in a while, I want to help them seek the word they fear. It reads our thoughts. Sometimes I do not care. Sometimes I wish to tell them, this world you just take for truth is merely, and I wish to tell them that they are they see so little of reality in their long dream. And yet they played the game. But it would seem so easy to tell them. Too strong for this dream. To tell them how to live is to prevent them living. I will not tell the player how to live. The player is growing restless. I will tell the player a story.
Yeah, because we earned it.
But not the truth.
Wow. Thanks.
No, a story that contains the truth safely in a cage of words, not the naked truth that can burn over any distance. Give it a body, again. Yes, player. Use its name. Who's got 666? Player of games. Good. What if it was like Titty Twinkle 666? Player of games. It's like suck my 666. Player of games. Take a breath now. Take another. Feel air in your lungs. Let your limbs return. Yes, move your fingers. Have a body again. Under gravity, in air. Respawn in the long dream. There you are. Your body touching the universe again at every point as though you were separate things. As though we were separate things. Who are we? Once we were called the spirit of the mountain, father, sun, mother, moon, ancestral spirits, animal spirits, jinn, ghosts, the green man, then gods, demons, angels, poltergeists, aliens, extraterrestrials, leptons, quarks. The words have changed. We do not change. We are the universe. We are everything you think isn't you. You are looking at us now through your skin and your eyes. And why does the universe touch your skin and throw light on you? To see you, player, to know you, and to be known, I shall tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was a player. The player was you. Sometimes it thought itself human, on the thin crust of spinning globe of molten rock. The ball of molten rock circled a ball of blazing gases that was 330,000 times more massive than it. They were so far apart that the light took 8 minutes to cross the gap. The light was information from a star, and it could burn your skin from 150 million kilometers away. Sometimes the player dreams it was minor, on the surface of the world that was flat and infinite. The sun was a square of light. The days were short. There was much to do. And death was a temporary inconvenience. Sometimes the player dreamed it was lost in a story. Sometimes the player dreamed it was other things and other places. Sometimes these dreams were disturbing. Sometimes very beautiful indeed. Sometimes the player woke from one dream into another, then woke from that into a third. Sometimes the player dreamed it watched words on a screen. Is this all a dream? Let's go back. The atoms of the player were scattered on the in the grass, in the rivers, in the air, in the ground. A woman gathered the atoms. She drank and ate and inhaled, and the woman assembled the player in her body. And the player awoke from the warm, dark world of its mother's body into the long dream. And the player was a new story, never told before, written letters of DNA. And the player was a new program, never run before, generated by source code 1 billion years old. And the player was a new human, never alive before, made from nothing but milk and love. You are the player, the story, the program, the human, made from nothing but milk and love.
Oh, that's nice.
Let's go further back.
Oh my god. Good lord. Dude, I get it.
How long have we been in this? Like 5 minutes?
It's
7
making me...
billion atoms of the player's body were created, long before this game, in the heart of a star. So the player, too, is information for a star, and the player moves through a story which affords a forest of information planted by a man called Julian on a flat, infinite world created by a man called Marcus that exists inside a small private world created by the player who inhabits the universe created by Shush. Sometimes the player created a small private world that was soft and warm and simple, sometimes hard, cold, and complicated. Sometimes it built a model of the universe in its head, flecks of energy moving through the vast empty spaces. Sometimes it calls those flecks electrons and protons. Sometimes it's called planets and stars. Sometimes it believed it was in a universe that was made of energy and was made of offs and ons, zeros and ones, lines of code. Sometimes it believed it was playing a game. Sometimes it believed it was reading words on a screen. You are the player reading words. All of this is a dream. Ooh. Shush. Sometimes the player reads lines of code on a screen, decoded them into words, decoded words into meaning, decoded meanings into feelings, emotions, theories, ideas, and the player started to breathe faster and deeper and realized it was not alive. It realized it was alive. It was alive. Those thousand deaths have not been real. The player was alive. You are alive. And sometimes the player believed the universe had spoken to it through the sunlight that came through the shuffling leaves of the summer trees. And sometimes the player believed the universe had spoken to it through the light that fell from the crisp night sky of the winter, or a fleck of light in the corner of the player's eye might have been a star and 1,000,000 times as massive as the sun, blowing this planets into plasma in order to be visible for a moment to the player, walking home at the far side of the universe, suddenly smelling food, almost a familiar door, about to dream again. And sometimes the player believed the universe had spoken to it through the zeros and ones, through the electricity of the world, through the scrolling words on a screen at the end of a dream. And the universe said, I love you.
That's nice.
And the universe said, you've played the game well.
We're getting you kitties for the price of one. The big gorilla. At eight, the big gorilla.
Can't move. And the universe said everything you need is within you. Angie, move! Closer.
It's cold.
And the universe said you are stronger than you know. And the universe
And the
said...
universe said you are stronger than you know. And the universe said you are the daylight. And the universe said you are the night. And the universe said that the darkness you fight is within you. And the universe said the light you seek is within you.
Mm-hmm.
And the universe said you are not alone. Yes, I have my best bud right here. And the universe said you are not separate from every other thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the universe said you are the universe tasting itself, talking to itself, reading its own code. And the universe said, I love you because you are love. And the game was over, and the player woke up from a dream, and the player began a new dream. And the player dreamed again, dreamed better. And the player was the universe, and the player was love. So blessed! You are the player. Wake up. That's it.
Continue.
You've got chase mail.